What's up, you freaking geniuses? So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to write an equation of a parabola in vertex form that passes through a point, so here it's 8, 3, and has a given vertex, which here is 4, -1, all right? So the first thing you want to do is just write down the vertex form of a quadratic equation, which is y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k, all right? This is our starting point. Now, the next thing we have to do is plug in our 2 points into our equation, all right? So the first thing I want to point out is that h and k represent your x and y coordinates of your vertex. Okay, so our vertex is at 4, -1, so that means the 4 goes here and the -1 goes there, okay? And then you can see that we also have x and y over here. So this x and y just represent any other point on the parabola. So that would be this other point, this other random point that it gives us, 8, 3, right? So we're going to plug in an 8 right there and a 3 right there. Okay, so you can see that the only thing we don't have a number for is a, right? So the first step is just solving for a. Okay, so let's do that. Let's simplify everything. So we're going to get that 3 is equal to a, and then in parentheses we have, let's see, 8. And then this 4, is this going to be plus or minus 4? Well, here it's going to be minus 4. And this is kind of the only weird part, because here you can see we have a positive 4 for our x coordinate for the vertex, right? But when you plug it inside these parentheses, you just have to put the opposite sign. So we have to put a minus 4 right there. Okay, so that's kind of the only weird part with this. But k, this one out here stays as it is. So we have a -1 over here, so we plug this one in as -1, all right? So then simplifying this again, we're going to have that 3 is equal to a, and then in parentheses, 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. So we have 4 squared minus 1. So then we get that 3 is equal to, let's see, 4 squared is equal to 16. So 16 times a is equal to 16a and minus 1. All right, so we're almost done. Let's get rid of this -1 by adding 1 to both sides. Those cancel out. So we get that 4 is equal to 16a. So then we divide both sides by 16. Bada bing, bada boom. Those cancel out. So 4 divided by 16 is equal to 1/4, right? So then we get that 1/4 is equal to a. Okay, and it might be easier to just convert your fraction into a decimal. So in this case, 1 divided by 4 is just equal to 0.25, right? So that's what we're going to use for a. And I'm going to delete most of this now. Okay, so now that we solved for a, now we're going to start with a fresh new vertex form equation. So again, it's y is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k, right? But now we know what a is equal to, right? It's equal to 0.25. So we're going to plug that in right there for a. Now the other thing that we want to plug in is our vertex. And the reason we want to plug in the vertex is because the vertex on the parabola will never change, okay? So remember, we're going to plug the x in here and the y in right there. Okay, so then we're going to get that y is equal to 0.25 times x, and then our x coordinate again is a positive 4, so we're going to plug it in as a -4, right? So -4 like that, squared, and then our y again is just -1. Okay, and then that's it. So there's the equation of this parabola in vertex form. So y is equal to 0.25 times x minus 4 squared minus 1. So if you found the video helpful, definitely leave a thumbs up down below. And if you have any other questions or want to see any other examples, just let me know in the comment section below.